Hello my dear student, welcome back to the class. In this video, we are going to start with the new exercise, that is exercise 2.5. We have completed our exercise 2.4. Now we are going to start our new exercise, that is 2.5. So let us start without any delay. Here we have the first question from exercise 2.5. So you have to find which one is greater in between these two number. Let me remind you, this we are over with the fraction now, as the chapter is fractions and decimals. As the fractions are over, now from this exercise we are going to deal with the term called decimals. Alright, so what is decimals? If you have a number, say 2.5, this point is nothing but a decimal. Alright, so whenever you get the point in any of the digit, in between any of the number or digit, then you will refer that point as a decimal. So over here 0.5 and 0.005, which is greater, that you have to determine. So this is the first sum from exercise 2.5, which deals with the decimal. So just look it carefully and try to understand this in a proper manner. Alright, so whenever you remove the decimal, okay, whenever you have a decimal and if you want to remove this decimal, in the denominator side, that decimal will be converted in the form of 1, and after the decimal, the number of digits are there, the number of the 0 will be present. Suppose here, in case of 0.5, when I remove this point, you will get 1 in the decimal, and how many digits are there after point 1? So that's why 1 0. Alright, so this we got in the form of 5 by 10. Okay, again, and for 0.005, when you remove this point, 1 will be there, and after point how many, or after decimal how many digits are there? 20. So this is our 5 by 100. So we got this in a form of fraction. So I hope you remember, in the previous class we have done to determine which fractions are greater, that we have solved, right? So to do that, what we have done, we have chose the LCM between the denominators, these two fraction. So what is the LCM between 10 and 100? That we have to find first. So 10 ones are 10, 10s are 100, and 10 ones are. So what is the LCM we got? 100, right? So 100 we got, and now we have to get this 5 by 10 in the form of, your denominator should be 100. After multiplying with what, you will get 100. After multiplying with 10, you will get 100. So whatever you are multiplying with in the denominator form, in the numerator also, that you have to multiply, that is 50. Alright, so it became 50 by 100. This is for 5 by 10. Now for 5 by 100, what you have to do? It is already in the form of 100. So our LCM is 100, so no need to convert this in 100. So it will be in the multiplication form, say 1, 5. So it is 5 by 100. So now we can determine in between 50 by 100 and 5 by 100, which number is greater. So obviously 50 is greater. 50 is greater than 5. So 50 is for whom? 50 is for 0.5. So our 0.5 is greater than 0.05. Alright, so this is the easy way to do. First of all, convert this in a form of fraction. To convert, whenever you are removing this decimal sign, 1 will be in the denominator, and after decimal, how many digits are there? The number of digits will be represented by the 0. And in the another case also, that we have done, there are 2 digits after decimal, so there are 2 0 in the denominator side also. That after that, get the LCM between these two number. After getting how we did in the fraction, how to find the greater fraction, that process or that method we have applied. Okay, so here is the answer. 0.5 is greater than 0.05. Here is our next question. Which one is greater in between 0.7 and 0.5? So normally we can say 0.7 is greater than 0.5. How? 0.7 is greater than 0.5. To show this, what we have to do? We will follow the similar process what we did in the number 1. So first of all, we will remove this decimal and we will write this in a fractional form. After whenever you remove the point, 1 will be there, and after point, how many digits are there? 1, so that's why 1 0. And in case of 0.5 also, remove the point, write 0, 1 0. Now find the LCM between these two number, that is these two denominator sign. 10 1s, 10 is our LCM, so it is having, so 7 by 10, we have to get the 10, so into 1 into 1, so it is 7 by 10, and it is 5 by 10, so whenever you get this, it will be 5 by 10. So you have to find in between 7 by 10 and 5 by 10. Obviously, which one is greater? 7 is greater, so we can write 7 is for whom? 0.7. So 0.7 is greater than 0.5. I hope it is clear. Similarly, our next question we have to find between 7 or 0.7, which one is greater? This is the easiest one. We can directly predict that 7 is greater than 0.7. Yes, because it is in a whole number form, and over here 0.7. Suppose if you have to find the LCM between 7 by 1 and 7 by 10, whenever you remove this point, it will be 10 here, so you have to get the LCM between 7 and 10, 1, 10, 10, 1, so it is 10. So whenever you have to convert the 7 by 10 into 10 into 10, 70 by 10, and in case of 7 by 10, it is already in the, it has got already 10, so no need to convert this, so you have to write in between this 70 by 10 and 7 by 10. Which one is greater? 70 is greater, 70 is greater than 7, so 70 is for whom? 7 is greater than 0.7. Right, here we have the next question, that is to find which one is greater number in between 1.37 or 1.49. so similar method we are going to use here. 1.37, whenever you remove this and convert this into the fractional form, it will be 137 divided by 100, and over here 149 divided by 100. So to find the LCM between 100 and 100, of course it is 100. So it has already got 100, so now we have to find in between 100 and 149 by 100. So of course 149 is greater than 137, so we can write 149 is for 1.49, so 1.49 is greater than 1.37. Normally also we can directly write that 1.49 is greater, because 1.4 is greater number than 1.3, so using that also we can get the answer. So we have next question, question number 5. Which number is greater, 2.03 or 2.30? This is quite confusing. Most of the students get confused after this. 0.3 is 0.03 and 30. They get confused and they write the wrong answer. But do not get confused. Do not look into the question. Just follow the step which I have said you. 203 by, it is 100, and 230 by 100. To find the LCM between, it is similar. So both the denominator are similar, so we can directly predict 230 is greater than 203, right? So 230 is for whom? 2.30, so we can write 2.30 is greater than 2.03. It is the easiest one. Our last question from question number 1 is 0.1 or 0.8. It is, which one is greater? This will be a home assignment. All right, you'll try to do yourself. With that, we are over with question number 1. So our next question is question number 2. Express rupees as decimal. So first question is 7 pies. You have to convert this into the rupees form. Normally we are doing this type of sums from the lower section, from 4, 5, 6. We are doing this type of sums to convert rupees into pies, pies into rupees, right? So before starting this, let me brush up the lower concept first. That is, when 1 rupee is equal to 100 pies, and 1 pies is equal to 1 by rupees 1 by 100. Okay, so this concept should be clear to solve this problem, this number 2 question. All right, so you have to convert this into rupees and you have to get in the decimal form, right? So we know that 1 pice is equal to 1 by 100. We have to convert in rupees, no? So if 1 rupee equals to 1 by 100, then 7 pice equals to 1 by 100 into 7. Yes. So 7 by 100. So we have to write this number in the decimal form. Alright. So when you divide this, you'll get rupees 0.07. This is our decimal, because here we have the point in between the digits. So this is our decimal. Similarly, we have our next question. The question is 7 rupees 7 pice. We have to convert this into rupees. So if you write this as a in a decimal form, it will be like this normally, 7.07 form. But how to get this 07, that we have to calculate. Okay, so it will be 7 rupees plus 7 by 100 rupees. Again, we are converting this pice into rupees. You remember, I guess I've just now solved that 1 pice equals to 1 by 1 rupees 1 by 100. So that concept I'm using here. So 7 rupees plus 7 by 100. So when you divide this, 7 rupees plus, when you divide this 100 by 7, you'll get what? It is 0.07 rupees. So if you add this number, 7 plus 0.07, so after decimal it is 0, so we can write 7.07. Alright, so we got this 7.07. The 7 pice means 0.07. So that we got. How? After converting pice into rupees. 1 pice equals to 1 by 100 rupees. I hope this is clear. Our next question, question number 3, 77 rupees 77 pice. 77 rupees plus this pice, we will before writing this pice form, we will write this plus sign here. Okay, and 77 by 100 rupees, because 1 pice equals to 1 by 100 rupees, and 77 rupees plus, whenever you divide this, we are going to get 0.77 rupees. Okay, so when you add this, we will get 77.77 rupees, or you can write rupees 77.77. This we have converted into rupees form. All right. So similar type of question we have in question number 4 and 5. So this you'll try to do it yourself. This will be a home assignment. If any problem you are having, just comment it. All right. Just try to do it on what manner I have done in the previous sum. All right. So here we have the third question from exercise 2.1. Number 1, express 5 centimeter in meter and kilometer. This centimeter, we have to convert this into meter and kilometer. Let me remind you, 1 meter, m for meter, 1 meter equals to 100 centimeter. 1 centimeter is equal to 1 by 100 meter. Similarly, 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meter, and 1 meter is equal to 1 by 1000 kilometer. This concept, this idea should be clear before solving the question number 3. Alright, 1 meter equals to 100 centimeter. 1 centimeter is equal to 1 by 100 meter. 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meter. Alright, and 1 meter equals to 1 by 1000 kilometer. So this idea if you have, then easily you can solve this question. Okay, so let us start solving also. So you have to convert 5 centimeter first into meter. So you know 1 centimeter equals to 1 by 100 meter, right? So 1 centimeter is equal to 1 by 100 meter, and so 5 centimeter will be 5 by 100 meter. right? Let us write this in decimal form. If you divide this, you'll get 0.05 meter. Okay. Similarly, you have to convert this 5 centimeter to what? Kilometer also. As because this is the question, you have to convert into kilometer also, right? So here I have not mentioned that 1 centimeter equals to 1 by 100 meter, right? 1 centimeter is equal to 1 by 100 meter. So it should be how much kilometer then? That I have not mentioned, right? So let me write, it is 1 by 1, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 kilometer. It is 1, 10, 100,000, 10,000, lakh, 1 lakh kilometer. So you must be confused. So how you have written this? As because 1 centimeter is 1 by 100 meter, no? So if 1 meter, I'm using this concept, okay, here. 1 meter equals to 1 by 1000 kilometer, right? 1 meter equals to 1 by 1000 kilometer. So if we have 1 by 100 meter, then if 1 meter equals to 1 by 1000 kilometer, then 1 by 100 meter is what? 1 by 1000 into 100, no? Then it should be 1 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5 kilometer. So here, from here we got this idea, okay? Because 1 centimeter equals to 1 by 100 meter. Here is the part. Here I'm putting the star sign. This one I have solved. We already know that 1 meter equals to 1 by 100 kilometer. But if you have 1 by 100 meter, then what should be in the form of kilometer? 1 by 100 meter equals to 1 by 1000 into 100. And this is here in a kilometer form. Alright. So to get this answer, what we have to do? Let me write this. 1 centimeter equals to 1 by 1 lakh. 1, 3, 4, 5 kilometer. So similarly 5 centimeter should be 5 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 kilometer. So when you divide this, you are going to get, I have already divided, you can check it, this 0.00005 kilometer. Okay, this is our answer. So similar type of question we have in number 2. To express this 35 mm in centimeter, meter and kilometer, we have to express this in 3 units. Alright, so already I have mentioned that 1 centimeter, this thing I have not mentioned, sorry. 1 centimeter equals to 10 mm. Mm is millimeter. So 1 centimeter equals to 10 millimeter. So 1 millimeter will be equals to how much centimeter? 1 by 10 centimeter. This thing should be note. It should be written in your note, okay, before solving this problem, so that it will help you to solve this problem, okay. So similarly we can write 1 meter equals to 100 centimeter. This thing I have written before. Similarly 1 centimeter equals to 1 by 100 meter, isn't it? So 1 kilometer equals to 1000 meter, that I have mentioned before, and 1 meter is equal to 1 by 1000 kilometer. That will get reciprocate. When you have the 1 unit, you can convert that unit into the reciprocal form, 1 by 10 form, okay. But unit should be very careful. If you are writing 1 millimeter equals to 10 centimeter, then that will be incorrect. This is the actual form, and using 1 unit you can reciprocate the another one, okay. So let us solve this problem. So your question is to express 35 mm in centimeter, meter and kilometer. So let us express. So we can write 1 centimeter equals to 10 mm, right? Then we can write then 1 mm is equal to 1 by 10 centimeter, isn't it? So we have to express 35 mm. 35 mm in centimeter first. So let us express this 35 mm. 35 mm. So if 1 mm is equals to 1 by 10 centimeter, then 35 mm will be equals to 35 by 10 is equal to 3.5 centimeter. Okay, whenever you are dividing by 10, it will be in the centimeter form. Okay, so now we have to express this in again meter form. So let us express this only. We know that 1 centimeter is equal to 1 by 100 meter. So 3.5 centimeter will be, if 1 centimeter equals to 1 by 100, then 3.5 will be 3.5 divided by 100. We can write like this. So when you remove this point, it will be easy for you to solve. Then you can write 35 by 1000. So when you divide this, you'll get 0.035 in meter form. Yes, this is in the form of meter. So we got the another form, that is meter. Now we have to convert this in kilometer. So it is better when you use this meter to convert this into kilometer form or to express. Last question is to solve in the to express in the form of kilometer. So we know that 1 kilometer equals to 1000 meter. Then if such is the condition, then we can write 1 meter is equal to 1 by 1000 kilometer also. Now it will be easy for us to convert kilometer, no? So 0.035. If 1 meter equals to 1 by 1000 kilometer, then we can write 0.035 meter is equal to 0.035 divided by 1000. So remember the previous sum. Whenever you are removing the decimal, in the denominator side you will be having a 1, and after point or after decimal, how many numbers of digit you are having, the number of 0 will be such. Okay, 1, 2, 3. 130 will be there. So multiply this, remove 35 by, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 60. So this is in the kilometer form. We have already expressed. So if you convert this in decimal form, that is when you divide 35 divided by this number, then we are going to get 0.00035. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. It is in the form of, so this has got expressed in the kilometer form. I hope you are clear, right? So this much for today. See you in the next class. Till then, stay safe and healthy, and do not forget to practice. Okay, thank you everyone.